What's crack? Big dogs. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the headquarters. My name is Nicholas. This is BDGE. Big dogs. Gotta eat. And we are setting our lineups for week 9. I haven't done this in about 4 weeks, so I apologize to absolutely fucking nobody because I do what I want. But we're going to do it. We're going to catch up on all of my leagues, the record that I currently hold in those leagues, what my teams are looking like, and the decisions that we have to make right now for sit starts for week 9. I went through, it was wild. I went through every single one of my teams today to make sure I didn't have any sit start decisions for tonight because it is the Jets and the Colts. And I guess that could be a good thing or a bad thing, I suppose, because the Colts are pretty good and it's a good matchup for them against the Jets. But I don't have a single player, I don't think, on either of the teams. So I don't really have to make up a big choice. But while y'all are flooding these YouTube streets, by that I mean there's like fucking 40 people in here. Man, I'm a piece of shit, huh? We're going to light up some Palo Santo. Get the motherfucking vibes. Y'all know the vibes. How's everybody doing out there? Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Drop us a like, please. Greatly appreciated. Oh, shouldn't have done that. You only got to learn that lesson like 55 times. Good spirits. Don't freeze our camera on stream. Also, obviously, subscribe to the channel if y'all are new to the movie theater. Yeah, so I'm not going to be taking any Q&A. I'm not going to be taking any shit start right now. So y'all can always follow me on the socials that are linked right there. Just at my fucking name for Instagram and Twitter. And maybe holler at me through there. Maybe I'll answer you. Probably not, but you never know. All right, let's get into my leagues. It's been a minute. So, league numero 1. Let's get this as big as possible so y'all can see. This is the NYC League, the vlog weekend. Again, y'all know the fucking vibes. This is my team right now, and we are currently ailing a little bit because we have Russell Wilson on IR. We've got Terry on bye. We've got Antonio Brown hurt and on bye. Shepard hurt. Just picked up AP, so that was a little sexy little thing for me. I also dropped basically the remaining dollars of my fab on Tyson Hill. I believe I threw a 50 burger on it. Let's see. Where art thou? Yep, 50 burger, and I outdueled Mr. LJ 41-50. This is a huge fucking dub for me because I need a second quarterback. Because we have Tannehill right now who, I'm going to get a big boost from Derrick Henry getting out, but my other quarterbacks were Russell Wilson, Jared Goff. Jared Goff obviously is fucking terrible, and you never want him to even flirt with getting into your lineups, even in a super flex league. And then we got Russell Wilson on the IR. So I need another quarterback to fill in, not only for this week, but rest of the season. Like, Hill will probably be a starter depending on who they're going against. So luckily, I've got my 2 quarterbacks in Tannehill and Taysom Hill. Mixon and Kamara, my 2 starting running backs. So Debo, this team is way more banged up than I'm even realizing right now. So Debo's got this calf thing he's dealing with right now. I'm way more pessimistic than I think most people are because he did get like limited practice in, or they're at least talking about him getting limited practice in. He came into last week with some calf injury, and Shannon said that he came out of the game worse. Okay. That's terrifying for a muscle strain. He restrained it, and I don't know if he practiced this week or not. Actually, let me check that out before I start fucking spewing nonsense right now. So I dropped my rankings today. They are live right now on the store, bdge.store/communities, where you could sign up. Let's see, CeeDee Lamb did not practice on Thursday. Okay, let's see. We have Debo. Why is the first thing that pops up on my Twitter feed Spanish? No entrenyan hoy. I'm going to assume that means did not practice today. On bike to begin practice. 2 reasons to sell. So Kyle Shanahan said he'd be surprised if Samuel doesn't play against the Cardinals. Still, he said the receiver's calf emerged from the Bears game worse than when he entered it, and that he was unable to practice on Wednesday. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only technically a doctor. Y'all know this. Y'all know the fucking vibes. But I really have a hard time believing Deebo Samuel suits up, and if he does, I feel like he's going to be a little bit more of a decoy than anything else. Unfortunately, I don't have a motherfucking choice on who else to play. Like, I'm not putting McCole Hardman in over him. So I think Shepard's probably not going to play because he's double banged up. So Deebo's there. Julio did practice both times this week. So we're feeling a little bit better about Julio, especially we got the Tannehill stack and Derrick Henry out. So we'll roll with these two for now. I'm going with double tight ends because this is a tight end premium league. They get one PPR where everyone else gets half PPR. Pitts, I mean, we feel okay about him. I think we got a little bit overhyped because he played a bunch of shit teams, and Matt Ryan looked like he was, a usable quarterback when that's not close to really the case anymore. But it propped up all the receivers, and we were getting excited about like guys like Russell fucking Gage. That's when you know there's a problem, all right? So Pitts will be my starting tight end. Dallas Goedert's looked really good since Ertz has departed. And then Boston Scott took over as the lead back in Philly last year. So do I feel good about having two Philadelphia Eagles in my lineups? No, I do not. But we don't really have much choice. This is probably like the last really big bye week, I believe. That's probably a lie as well. But for now, I don't really have too many tough sit-start decisions because I only have a lineup of 10 guys that I can throw in there. So let's move over to the E-Town Get Down. Oh, yeah, we'll actually just recap the entire league as well. So I'm 5-3 in that league, sitting in third place right now. Okay, 5-3, third place. Fucking fuckboy EJ's leading the league right now. But he's like probably fifth in points or some shit. So he's not actually good. Brett has a powerhouse of a team because they're fucking bunch of assholes in this league that's keep making ridiculous trades that give him a really good team. He did draft a good team, so I'm not going to stray too far from what's really, from reality and what's happening in here. But yeah, those two, and then myself in third place. So E-Town Get Down pulled off a huge win, which gave me bike-to-bike wins, and now we're sitting at 4-4. 4-4. All right. We've got One Chains in first place. We've got Snacks in second place. We've got Joe in third place, Animal in fourth place, Larry Lunch in fifth place, myself in sixth place. So there's going to be a really fun finish for this league. Like everybody who matters on this channel, One Chain, Snacks, Animal, myself, we're all thumping right now. We're all thumping. We're all getting into the fucking action. Two of us at minimum are going to get into the playoffs, I think. So we're on a little bit of a hot streak. And I actually made a trade in this league, and I talked about it on Twitter a little bit. I've been sending out offers. You guys know I've been making videos, sell high on guys like Mixon, sell high on guys like Gibson, even though he's not a sell high candidate. Just get him the fuck off your team. These are guys that I want off my team, and I have both of those guys on my E-Town Get Down roster. So I had to get one of them off, and Gibson was obviously the ideal guy to get off the roster. So I was sending out feelers, and I sent Shane an offer of, let me try to find the trades. Hold on. Well, let's start off with this. This was our waiver wire this week. Jeremy McNichols goes for 25. I have $0 fab, so I'm just throwing out fucking 0 spots left and right. I'm like a homeless guy out here praying for someone to walk out of the Chick-fil-A and just give me like a pickle or some shit. It's basically like the equivalent of picking up Carlos Hyde or Mike White or fucking the Miami Dolphins defense. Or you're getting Chick-fil-A pickles as a homeless guy. That's where I'm at right now. Somehow in a super flex league where there are multiple teams that need quarterbacks bad, Taysom Hill goes for $14 fucking to Animal. I'm the only other person that put a bid for $0. Like, this league is just trash. Like, what in the fucking world are they doing? Animal has Sam Darnold and Jared Goff as his two quarterbacks behind Aaron Rodgers. So he was hurting at QB, and we let him pick up Taysom Hill for $14 fucking. He had those two. He just traded Baker Mayfield for Jameis Winston. So Animal mushed the shit out of Winston. So I apologize for anyone that has Winston. Animal was the cause of that ACL tear. But then he gets Taysom Hill. So everybody fucked up. I ended up getting Adrian Peterson for $0. All right. So someone walked out of Chick-fil-A, and instead of giving me a pickle, they gave me a whole ass chicken sandwich. They gave me a number one. And I felt good about that. So I got Adrian Peterson for $0. I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, I got Peterson on the bench. I got guys like Cole Beasley and, Marvin Jones and Chase Claypool, like sitting on the bench as well. Pretty solid options for flex plays. I'm like, I got to get some of these shit ass running backs off my team. My team was Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon. I got Gibson, Edmonds, guys who aren't really doing much, right? They're like low ceiling, semi high floor guys. So I'm sending out offers, and I sent Gibson and Gibson and like Cole Beasley for Cordarrelle Patterson. And Shane counters me. Cordarrelle, Tua, $15 fab for Wentz, Chase Edmonds, Gibson. Now, here's my thinking on this. I'm going to go into a little bit of a detailed explanation here on why I accepted this trade. First off, this is super flex, of course. This is half PPR, and I had $0 fab. So you look at the quarterbacks, Wentz versus Tua. Obviously, a downgrade for me going from Wentz to Tua. That's the obvious downgrade here, okay? Wentz is getting super hot. The team's getting super healthy. Him and Pittman have a beautiful, beautiful connection right there. But Tua's looked good in fantasy outside the last game against Buffalo, all right? So it's not like he's been a bust like he was kind of in the beginning of the year where sorry, I'm trying to pull up his stats and shit. It's not like he's been terrible. Like he hasn't really dropped off outside of the game against Buffalo, and their schedule down the stretches is incredible. And I tweeted it out. I don't have the actual schedule pulled up right now, but let me grab this right quick. So Tua and the Dolphins over the second half of the year, this is not consecutive, but they only have 8 games or 9 games left. And of those games, they have Houston, Baltimore, which is a pass funnel defense, the Jets, the Giants, the Jets again. And then their championship game, week 17, is against Tennessee. So Tua, even if he's worse than Wentz, has a really, really nice schedule going forward. So he's my second quarterback behind Brady. I'm not too worried about the points per game differential of that drop off. The big upgrade to me, when I'm looking at this trade, when I make trades, I tend to try to walk away from the trade with the best player. If that means downgrading at some position, if that means giving away more players than the other guy is, I'm okay with that, which is what I did here. I think by far and away, Cordarrelle Patterson is the best player with the most upside at the positional value that makes the most sense in this trade. Cordarrelle Patterson is the best player in this trade for me, which is what enticed me. Look at Gibson. Gibson's done absolute shit. People can say oh, he has ceiling over the second half of the year. It's not really though, because one, I would be surprised if they don't shut him down at some point, right? He's clearly ailing. Last game, Jared Patterson and J.D. McKissic were both getting massive touches as soon as the game ripped off. So Gibson was the RB3 last game, clearly hurt. They do have their bye, and I expect them to start pushing him back into the game again next week, but he has been ineffective. Their team is not good. I expect him to be shut down at some point for multiple weeks, okay? And even if he does get healed up, his ceiling is just not coming to fruition because J.D. McKissic is there. So there are not a lot of outs for Gibson to actually be good over the second half of the season. So then I'm looking at myself, I'm just saying it's almost Cordarrelle for Chase Edmonds and $15 or Cordarrelle and $15 fab for Chase Edmonds. And that's obviously a no-brainer. Chase Edmonds is coming off the touchdown game, which is going to be his only fucking touchdown on the year. And I'm okay, sell him on that one touchdown. Otherwise, he's putting up 8 to 10 points a game. And like I said, my bench, when everybody's healthy and I'm not looking at bye weeks and injuries and shit, I have guys you have Chase Edmonds who's going to put up in half PPR, he's putting up 8 to 12 points a game, right? I have Beasley, Claypool, Jerry Jeudy, Marvin Jones, Chris Godwin, all of these guys, Adrian Peterson now, are extremely replaceable to Chase Edmonds. So when I look at Chase Edmonds, yeah, you're losing a solid flex play, but he's extremely replaceable given my roster. So the way I looked at the trade realistically was slight downgrade from Wentz to Tua, give me the 15 fab, and then Cordarrelle's by far and away the best player in that trade. Sorry, I just spent 45 minutes talking about one fucking trade. So the lineup right now, I don't have a lot of decisions because my team is getting hit with buys again. Brady's on a buy, Godwin's on a buy, TJ Hawkinson is on a buy. Peterson, you're not playing Peterson this week. We have no idea what his role is going to be. We don't even know if he's going to be activated from the practice squad. I assume he's going to be, but I don't think we're going to see, unleashed Adrian Peterson, whatever the fuck that even means at this point in his career. He was my favorite pickup this week, but you can't throw him into your lineup. And obviously Madison is just a handcuff to Dalvin Cook, and Marvin Jones, I guess, against Buffalo. That's just such a terrible matchup. I expect them to just be in Trevor Lawrence's face all day. It's going to be a 12-target Jamal Agnew and Dan Arnold game. So I did have TJ Hawkinson on a bye, and I didn't get to pick up Pat Freiermuth. I put in a $0 bid for him here. Larry Lunch got him because he was higher on the totem pole than me. So he got Freiermuth, who I wanted to start at tight end. And then today I put in 2 more bids for tight ends. Animal ended up getting Dan Arnold over me because he put $2. I put $0. But I got Alberto. Noah Fant, I believe, I'm not sure if he's officially ruled out with COVID yet. but I believe he is. So I picked up Albert O, and Albert O is just an absolute freak. I'm sure most of you guys know who he is at this point, but one of the better combines, like almost of all time for a tight end. And he's an integral part of this offense when he is actually healthy. And now he's going to be like the starting tight end with Noah Fant out. So I expect a pretty big game. If you're in a deeper league and like you need a tight end start, Albert O is going to be pretty good this week. So I like Albert O, and that's the lineup for the E-Town Get Down. Playing against Eric, who is currently in last place, I believe. He is hurting at running back. I'm hoping Saquon plays so he can't play Devontae Booker. D-Hop, I have very little confidence that D-Hop's going to play this week either. He's missed practice both days. He re-injured that hamstring last week. So again, like D-Hop and Debo are both guys I'm pessimistic on, and you'll see that reflected in my rankings, bdge.store/community. So yeah, I like my matchup against Eric, although I'm definitely hurting in most positions. He's going to throw Lamar Jackson on there. He can't play Clyde, who's probably remaining on the IR. So that feels pretty okay. Pretty okay. Pickled in Fetal. Is this the league I am? You know what's funny? This is a dynasty league that we did a startup this offseason, and I went win now. That was my strategy, and I'm 2-6. The problem is I'm 2-6, 1,131 points. I actually do I have the most points in this league? No. 1, 2. Yeah, so I'm third overall in fucking points here, and I'm 2-6. You hate to see that. Third overall in points. I'm 2-6. I still believe. Actually, I'm a moron. I should have won last week, but I kept like 6 players on my bench by accident. I didn't update my lineup. I forgot where. Oh, Sunday was Halloween, so I had fucking plans. But yeah, this is a team that's been hit pretty hard with injuries. You see C-Mac down there on the IR and some other shit, but Aaron Rodgers is going to be out, so I got to move his ass down to. Oh no, I can't even put him on the IR. Fuck, we don't have enough spots. Do I have another quarterback? Oh no. Oh, no, I have Mac Jones. I have to pull Mac Jones off the taxi squad. I'm going to have to end up cutting someone, I think. Did I have a roster spot? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to have to drop someone real time right now. Who should we drop here? Marlon Mack, Boston Scott, Tony Pollard, Tyson Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Tyler Johnson. Oh, this is tough. This is like not a very big roster for a dynasty league. It's kind of short benches compared to what I'm used to seeing, and I'm a moron and didn't use enough of my taxi squad spots. It's probably between Tyson Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones, maybe even Blake Jarwin. This is a tight end premium league in a big way, though. 1.5 PPR for tight end, so I kind of want to keep it stable. I like when it's leagues like that where the scoring is so skewed towards like tight ends. I just like to get I'm more like quantity over quality there, because like if you draft 5 of them that are like middling, like one of them will probably be okay. Could drop Tyler. I really want to see what Tyler Johnson can do in this offense when one of those top 3 guys leaves. Like, I really think if Godwin, Evans, or Brown are out of the picture, Tyler Johnson becomes like a major player. So I kind of want to hold on to him. I think I'm gonna drop Tyson Williams. I just like with Latavius Murray coming back, I don't think they're ever gonna give him, like, Latavius Murray missed last game. He got 2 fucking carries, man. They just don't want to give him the ball. It's ugly out there. And he gets Rams in week 17. Fuck. Who do you guys think I should drop? I'm actually gonna look at the chat right now. Yeah, Tyson bye. Yeah, that's what I figured too. I'm gonna hold on to Mariota in case he gets a starting job elsewhere next year, because it's a super flex, obviously. Yeah, we gonna cut his ass. Buy Son Williams. Get it? All right, so we got to throw Mac into our starting lineup over A-Rod. So we got Darrell Henderson. I got Khalil Herbert. If Christian McCaffrey comes back, he's obviously going to go into my starting lineup. We have Diggs and Courtland Sutton, Travis Kelce, who's been fucking killing me. This is a 1.5 PPR league, so he's supposed to be like my stud player. Damian Harris, Dallas Goedert. Is there anyone that I could think about putting in? Tyler Boyd, I wouldn't play over Courtland Sutton unless one of the Cincinnati players are definitely out for this game. Yeah, so there's no more moves I can make. I could throw Boston Scott in over. I'm really high on Khalil Herbert. I just think he's a fantastic player. So against Pittsburgh, I'm gonna assume Damian Williams is out. If Damian Williams is out, like Khalil Herbert's a must start for me. I don't care that he's going against Pittsburgh. I just think he's been too good and he's getting too much volume. So I think I could think about going Boston Scott over Goddard, but again, this is 1.5 PPR for tight end, so I'm probably not going to make that move. I don't trust that the Eagles game plan this week again is going to be like Boston Scott starter, and that's the pecking order. Like I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if Gainwell gets way more involved this week than he did last week. So yeah, the only other choice I can make is really throwing C-Mac in there if he does get activated. Fade the Fetal. This is a productive rebuild, so I'm not trying to win games in here. What it do, Dynasty? We are, what are we, 6-2 in this one? Yeah, we're 6-2 in 5th place right now. How the fuck is 6-2 in 5th place? That's the funny part about Dynasty leagues. There's so much fucking, there's so much like parity. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly, to be honest with you. I don't know if parity is like separate teams or close together teams, but we're just going to say that parity makes sense for this league. It's like a handful of really good teams that compete and everybody else kind of just sucks. So I'm one of the teams that doesn't suck, fortunately. And this lineup is not looking good right now. It sucks, dude, because I'm 6-2 right now. I have Calvin Ridley. I have Antonio Brown. I have Miles Sanders, Cam Akers, like all these fucking stud players that should make my lineup absolutely impenetrable. Got Gronk out, like, man, Jarvis Landry just like sitting on my bench. Julio Jones. Like, this team is really fucking good. Unfortunately, I'm never going to be able to fucking use these players, man. It's killing me. All right, so quarterbacks. We have Kirk, who's going to stay in there against Baltimore's pass funnel defense. Second quarterback spot is actually interesting. We have Jimmy G versus Arizona. We have Derek Carr at New York. We have Baker Mayfield at Cincinnati. We're going to throw Derek Carr in over Jimmy G. Easier matchup. A lot of craziness going on out there in LV, but I just don't trust Jimmy G to fucking throw for more than $150 at any given fucking day. So, and I'm pretty sure Deebo Samuel is going to be limited or out. So this makes this spot a little bit difficult. And it sucks. I got to keep running out Boston Scott and guys like Chase Edmonds because all my running backs are dinged up. I got DeAndre Swift sitting on the bench too. God damn, this team is good. The only decision I could make here at the running back spot would be Jeremy McNichols. I want to see what they do with Adrian Peterson. I want to see if they bring him up from the practice squad. If they don't, I might think about throwing Jeremy McNichols over one of these guys or Melvin Gordon in the flex spot. I don't like the matchup whatsoever against, they're at LA against the Rams, who now have Von Miller. So that matchup is going to be a nightmare for McNichols as well as any running back going forward. So unless he's the fully featured workhorse where they don't activate AP from the P squaddy, I'm probably going to keep McNichols on my bench for now. What else can we do? Wide receiver-wise, I kind of want to get Jarvis Landry into my lineup. We keep Brandon Cooks here because Tyrod Taylor will be the starter. I have very high hopes for Jarvis Landry. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got so much water in my laptop. You guys just witnessed the downfall of my fucking life. Shit. All right. Fuck. Oh,